single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one foot and say.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, 30 pace, let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice ball.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He's got Smith here. 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run on first down. Bernard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I'm too strong out here.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Al Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, clear. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike, 49. Delta. 49.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 47. I got you. Greystone, Travis. Watch the twins.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Five.
7's the Mike, 47's the Mike.
Go. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Ready?
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check left 47. Target. Hey!
Operating from the gun, Costello. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Two-jet bomber. Hey. Now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Costello finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, orbit.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go one more.
You draw quarters.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shoot.
On the ground, this is Jackson. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike's 47.
It's just me and you.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. There's guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox light.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're not ready for this. Y'all playing
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Complete. Smith has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. He finds Latavius Murray. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. set to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Set. 18 Gator. 59. Hey, exit. So don't say nothing. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. Gone, gone. It's out of time. Shift. Yo, go.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Vincent Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
47's the money.
Off play action. Costello. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Go. Yep.
Back to throw. Costello. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Costello. And this one complete to Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again, Costello. This is caught by Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it with Jackson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Both 7's the mic. Both 7's the mic. First down. Pretty quiet, team.
On 1st and 10, Costello. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Single receiver.
Hey, high 7.
The mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Costello. Got his man. It's Williams. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
2nd and 3. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the